A little bit ago, I did a try on review from the brand Sezane, and today I'm doing the same, but from the fall collection. I hope you like it. If you do, please give it a thumbs up as well as subscribing, and let's just jump right into it. This one is the GILET BETTANY, and it is a cardigan that can be also worn as a shirt. It is in the crop side and it hits me right above my hips, which is something that I look for when looking for tops or sweaters. I don't like emphasizing my hips since it is my widest part of my body, and so this one hits me at a perfect spot. I did size up on this one from my normal size with the brand. I want a looser fit so I can wear it both ways, button up all the way as a shirt or open as a cardigan. I'll leave all the sizes listed next to the links to every item I talk about in this video, as well as my own measurement in case you want it for reference. I love the color, no surprises here. I do like my neutrals, and this is a beautiful ivory color. It's made of 100% merino wool, so it's gonna keep me nice and warm, and it's not scratchy or itchy on my skin. I do have a somewhat sensitive skin, so materials like alpaca are itchy on my skin. This is very minimal, mixed it with other materials because it is scratchy and itchy on me, and so this one it isn't, so all good things. One of the main features that I like about this piece is the larger pocket, which brings an utilitarian vibe to it, as well as the larger buttons, which are made in this brown and tan, and just a hint or splash of black, which I think it brings more interest to the piece. I do French tuck a lot of my tops, but because of where this one hits me, I feel comfortable wearing it as is without feeling like I'm drowning in it. I also like the texture. I think it's nice to have it in a piece that is neutral, and if you're gonna wear it with another neutral piece, adding some texture brings some more interest to the outfit. And this one in particular has a waffle net texture, which I think is lovely. I like that it has a color, which I think makes it more elevated, and overall a very lovely piece. I did not think I was gonna like as much. This piece was the main reason why I placed this order with Suzanne. I saw it and I thought it was so lovely. I do not have a very preppy style, but I do like to inject a little bit of it here and there. And I thought that this is a perfect way to do that with. This one is made in 100% merino wool, so again, nice and warm for the colder months. Love the details. Sezane is well known for the attention to details, and they did not miss out on this one. It has this almost hand-looking crochet over the collar, and the buttons too has that crochet over them, which almost gives this grandma made this sweater for me vibe to it. When it comes to styling this piece, as well as everything else I'm showing today, the options are endless because there are elevated basic pieces that will go well with everything else you have in your wardrobe, which is why I keep going back to the brand, because not only are the pieces made high quality, but they also have these unique details to them, and still they're elevated basics that will pair well with everything else I already have in my wardrobe. I did get this one in my normal size, and I couldn't figure out if I did that because I listened to the recommendations from the website. I can't remember, but I am thinking in going a size up because when I do button it, it feels a little tighter than my liking, but it does fit good, and so I might keep this one. I was thinking about what else I have to say about this piece, and I don't, other than it's very lovely. I do love it. I do plan on keeping it, and I cannot wait to style it with the rest of my fall pieces. This one is called Pool Jazz, and I believe pool is sweater in English. I'm using the French names because that's how it appears on my order. But this one is a thick or chunky sweater. I did size up on this one as well because I did want it in oversized fit. I do like my oversized chunky sweaters, and so I figured I'll size up on this one. And I do like the texture. It has this little braid that goes vertically all around the shirt, and it's broken by this bigger braid that goes in the middle also vertically. As simple and as common as this one looks, I don't own anything like this. I do have a cardigan that is chunky like this, but it has buttons, and it is a cardigan. This one is not. This one is just a regular sweater. The balloon sleeves are lovely, and then it's broken by a tighter fit around the wrists. I don't have a whole lot more to say about it other than it is a nice chunky sweater, and if you are in a hunt for something like this and you don't want it to be in other natural fibers, I know some people are sensitive to them, then this one is a good option for you. This one is called a Léontine Jumper, and it is a staple piece for the brand because they keep bringing it year after year, and I don't blame it because I do think it's a lovely piece. This one is very similar to the previous sweater in terms of fit, but it couldn't be any more different in everything else. I have this one for a couple of years now, and it is a go-to of mine almost all year round. I do keep it out all year round because I do wear it often. The only time I don't wear it is for a couple of months of the years, and those are the hottest months, maybe July, August. But in between those months, I do wear it with absolutely everything because I love the fit, how comfortable it is. It is in the chunky side, just a little bit less chunky than the previous one, and I love where it hits me in the hips area, so it's not right on the widest part of my body but right above it. and I can also easily just tuck it in a little and still get that effect that I like in my sweaters. It has this V opening at the front, which you can close because it has 10 little cute buttons, which I never close all the way. I like to keep some open space around my neck, but I do think it's a nice little detail to the sweater. This one too is made in this lovely ivory color, and it has brown stripes, which those are colors that are very present on my wardrobe. Though this one too is made in cotton, I find it very warm, so if I do wear it out when it's not full-on fall or winter or even spring, I like to bring it as a layering piece. That way, if it does get too warm, I can always remove it and wear it as a scarf around my arms. Overall, a very lovely piece that I wear on repeat almost all year round. This one is called the wool jacket, and they do have in different colors and materials. I went for the brown one in suede, and I got this one last year, and I have worn a while since I got it because it is very nice and comfortable, and it has almost this western feel to it because of the material and because of the look. I did try the color blocking denim one that they have. I'm not sure if they still have that one on their website, but I wasn't 100% convinced because it looked a lot like a shirt over a jacket. It still looked like that show jacket. I think it's called a mix of a shirt and a jacket, but because of the material that I went for, I think it does look more like a jacket. Love the brown shade. It's a color that I do have a lot in my wardrobe, and I do wear also often, especially during the cooler months once it starts fall and then through the winter. Love the length. It hits me right below my hips, which is how I like it. And overall, a very lovely layering piece that you can wear through the transitioning months and going into the fall, where you want to wear something light and comfortable, nothing too heavy, and just add that little western style to your outfit, whether you want to wear it with a tank top, a turtleneck, or even a sweater. This one I also have from last year, and it's this crew neck looking sweater. It isn't the thin size, so it's not heavy or chunky. It has this nice and sophisticated looking buttons around the side of your neck, and you can keep in buttons like I have it right now, or you can unbutton one or two or all of them if you like. I believe I went for a normal size on this one. Again, I'll link everything down below because I did wanted a more fitted look to it. I wanted to look like a turtleneck almost, so I can wear it underneath my bottoms. This one too is made 100% merino wool, which I now realize most of these pieces are made in that material, but that wasn't 100% intentional. But I do like the material, especially for the warmer months. I like that though, just looking at it from the front view. It's a very simple black crew neck. Then you turn to the side and then you get this fancy looking buttons. Again, not a whole lot more to say about it other than it's a nice elevated piece to have. It's also one that the brand keeps bringing back, or at least they had it last year and this year as well. These last two pieces are not from the fall collection and are more so for the transitioning months or the beginning of fall. Though I do live in a more warmer climate stage, so it doesn't get fall here until much later in the year. With that said, this is the Lucille robe or dress, and it's made in this light cotton material. And though it's very light, it's not see-through per se, though you can show a little bit of the nips if you go without a bra, but it all depends on your comfort level when it comes to that. It has this thin elasticated band that cinches you at the waist, and though I am petite, I do have a longer torso, and I love how this one fits me because it cinches me right at the smaller part of my body, which is what it's supposed to, or how I like it anyways. I have been eyeing the piece for a while, and I finally decided to give it a try, and I do love the fit and the style of the dress. It is a piece that though I still can wear it now because it's still warm where I live, but also when it starts getting cooler, I can layer over with a sweater or a jacket like I have it right now. I can wear a longer one like this one or a crop one, and boots and tights. It's all about the layering, and so if I layer properly, I could carry this through the fall as well. It has a slit opening on each side of the dress, and my favorite feature, you probably guessed it, is the opening on the back. I think having that along with the lace detail, it makes it more interesting and it makes it more elevated than an otherwise simple black cotton midi dress. These ones are called the Ballerina Lou, and it is a pair of suede sandals, and I kind of gamble with the sizing because I am all over the place when it comes to shoe sizing. I can be a US 7 all the way to an 8, so 7, 7.5, 8. I haven't tried 8.5 yet, but I probably could fit in one of those depending on the brand. And these ones are one that I've been thinking a lot about it. I've been eyeing it for a while, and they finally went on sale. They fit so lovely. They are extremely comfortable to walk in. This might be the most comfortable pair of sandals that I have right now. I don't love sandals that shows all of my toes. I do have a couple of those for the warmer months, but I prefer them to be closed-toe shoes or just show a little, and that is why I ordered these ones. They are made in this suede leather material, which again is super comfortable. I don't think I have to break them in. And it has this elasticated band on the back. I have bought shoes in the past that the strap on it is not elasticated or adjustable and it just keeps falling. But these ones, because the band is elasticated, they stay put, which is very, very helpful. I like the hybrid style between a sandal and a pair of flats. And speaking of flats, they have a little heel to it, which is a must for me. I can't do flat flats, and so having this little, maybe half an inch heel is really helpful for the comfort of my feet. And though they're still sandals and some of your feet still exposed to the elements because of the material and the style, I think you can still wear it through the transition months and even through some of the fall. Again, love the brown tone on them, and I'm just very excited to start styling this. There were a couple of pieces that I wanted to try it on, but they were out of stock on my size. I kept refreshing the page and went back a couple days later, but they're still out of stock. And so I still wanted to share them with you. This one is called the Lena sweater, and it's this Henley-like sweater. It looks like it's in the light size, so it's good to wear it at the beginning of the fall and then carry it with layering pieces over it. And it has this birdy detail to it that I really like, as well as those 10 little buttons that my other little teen jumper has, which I really like as well. And overall, I wanted to try it because it looks like it's a nice elevated piece that can bring a lot to an outfit, but unfortunately they were out of stock. So I'll keep checking, and I might order it and do a part 2 of this video depending on how fast I get it. This one is called the Sammy jumper, and I was debating between that one or the second one I showed today. And because I didn't have this one, then I ended up ordering the other one. But though it looks like a very simple sweater, it looks like it is in the thin side, and so not as chunky as the one that I show. And I do like the buttons on the arms. I think it brings a nice interest to the sweater. And overall, I just like the look of it, and again wanted to try to see, but ended up ordering the other one because this one was out of stock. And these pieces were not just out of stock on my size, they were out of stock on every size, so such a bummer. I've been looking for a pair of leather shorts, and I have looked secondhand as well, but I haven't found something that I really like. So I have a whole list of how they're supposed to be, how I want them to be, and I haven't found that yet until I came across this one. These are the Williams shorts. The website does say to go down one size because they do run large, and so they do have, I think, size 4 and 6 available right now, and I'm usually a 2 with the brand. That means that I should order a size 0, which they've been out of stock forever, and I keep going back and checking, and hopefully they come available so I can try it on. Again, because I do live in a warmer climate state, and even through the winter we still get that 60-70 degree weather once in a while, and so this is something that would be nice to style with sweater and boots and pretty much wear all year round. But yeah, it's been what, over a year that I've been hunting for a pair of leather shorts, and I haven't found them. And this one looks a lot like the one I want, and so I want to try them on and see if those are it. Another thing that wasn't out of stock, but it wasn't just on my budget to order it right now, is the Faro bag. I do have it in this wicked material, so I do wear a lot during the warmer months, and because of it I figured that if I ordered the brown leather one that they have, then I'll also wear it. But I ended up not ordering it. I'm still thinking about it. It is on my wish list, and I do love the size of it and the material. It has this like leather print to it, which is the same exact print as my boots that I was wearing earlier with my outfits. And so I'm not trying to matchy per se, but I just noticed that. And overall, I do like the brown color, and I do think it's something that I can wear often, especially during the colder months once the fall hits. But still thinking about it, we shall see. This pair of heels, which are 2.75 inches heel, which is perfect for me. I don't like going over 3.5 inches just because it's not as comfortable on my once broken ankle. And so these ones I really like because they're very similar to the sandals that I just showed. They have the same style, but these ones are heels, and I debated whether to order these ones, the heels or the flats, and I ended up going for the flats because I figured they would be more versatile and I'll wear it more often. But I'm still thinking about the heel ones. So they are, or seem to be, very lovely. I don't know how comfortable they are, which is why I tried ordering it. But I ended up not going for it because, again, the budget. The last thing I wanted to order is the insole trousers. These are a pair of denims. They seem to be high-waisted denim, and I like the color. It's like a me blue, but it's more towards the darker side. And I think they are straight leg. Yes, they are a straight leg style of denim, which is one of my favorite cuts for my body type. And so I did wanted to order them to try because I never have tried a pair of denims from them. I couldn't find where it said how high-waisted they were. I might be wrong, but I don't think it does say it. And I like when brands do tell you how high they go because I have a number that I know it's the perfect high rise for my liking and for my longer torso. And so I don't know if this is within that number, and because of it I was like little hesitant, but I might still try it and see if they work out for me. Who knows, I might be pleasantly surprised. And that completes today's review. I hope that you found it helpful and that you liked. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, as it does help my small channel grow. And speaking of growing, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. We're halfway to my first 1,000 subscribers, and my plan is to get there by the end of the year. And so I'm excited to see if we can meet that goal and where this channel takes us. Bye!